Hey guys, it's Amanda Powell with Green Resources. Just wanted to jump on here because we have been getting a lot of questions from different clients and candidates on what it's like right now as we move through the pandemic. We're heading into the end of the year, believe it or not, what hiring is really looking like right now. So just wanted to jump on and address maybe 3 questions that we've been getting regularly. Hopefully this is helpful. If you do have any questions about any of this, please feel free to just reach out to me, Amanda@greenresources.com. Happy to talk through anything with you guys. But I'll jump into the first question here. It's what does the candidate landscape look like right now? I will say that a lot of people have been laid off with COVID. They're still actively looking for a job. So I will say there has been an influx of candidates, great candidates. I will say the candidates are a little bit more skeptical still, thinking that maybe they'll get laid off again. So much uncertainty with the market and what's coming around with, flu season. So I will say they are skeptical, but they're a little bit more open-minded to a contract or a contract to hire type of position. This is usually just a really good way for a candidate and a client to just get on the same page in terms of the role, the expectations. If something is great, it's a great match, and there's a business need, one thing could lead to another, and maybe it will become a permanent role, but there isn't that guarantee. So I will say, really look at that as an option. If there is any uncertainty with the business, I would say contract to hire is probably the way to go. The second question we have is, how long can I wait to hire the right person? And I will say what I'm going to tell you will probably go against what you think, because there is such an influx of great candidates right now. You might think that you can actually take your time to hire the right one. I'll say, please don't do that. If a candidate is interviewing with you, they're probably interviewing with 2 to 3 other companies. I really don't want you to lose out on the candidate you like. So I will say, move them through the process as quickly as you possibly can. Really look critically at who you have interviewing, how many people need to be involved in the process, and just be as transparent as you can with your candidates. They'll really appreciate that if you say, hey, it's a 3-step process. This is what it's going to look like. This is the timeline. This is when we actually hope to get somebody hired. That really goes a long way with candidates because a lot of companies aren't doing that right now. So I would say to really set yourself apart, be transparent, and try to cut the interview process down as much as you possibly can to really help move the process along. And then question number 3 is, how do I compete with other companies who are remote while I have to have somebody on site when we're all back in the office? And don't worry about this. I would say it's totally fine. Some candidates are actually very willing to come back into an office. Some candidates are really excited actually because they just miss that interaction being with coworkers. So I would say it all just depends on a candidate's comfort level. So just be as mindful as possible, provide a ton of detail on what precautions you guys are taking, how you guys are handling COVID, how you're handling visitors in the office, wearing masks, sanitizing stations, anything like that can really help a candidate make an informed decision on whether or not they feel comfortable. I would say just be as flexible as you possibly can. If you can't offer remote, maybe offer adjusted work hours, because a lot of people still do have kids that are homeschooled, and there's just so much uncertainty going into flu season and the holidays. I would say as much flexibility as you are willing to offer, please do that. Again, that just goes a really long way with candidates. So I would say those are really the top 3 questions we've gotten. I'm more than happy to answer anything else you guys might have. So again, feel free to reach out to me, Amanda@greenresources.com. We're always happy to brainstorm creative ways to really hire you the best talent possible. So I hope this was helpful. Feel free to check back for any more updates that we have.